Shalom, shalom. This is Amma One from the Lions State Camp of Yasha Allah coming at you guys with a quick topic breakdown. Hope it's edifying to the Akim, to the Aquafim, to anyone that's out there listening. Before I get into it, I want to give all praises to the Father and the Son and the holy proper names. Call Halayullah, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Bahashim Ha Rakah Qudash Ma'amaf. A double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutations to the Akim that's pushing the word, the truth, diligently around the four corners of the earth. And also double honors to my elders as well. Alright, the topic that I'm going into today is pretty much based upon labor. Alright. So labor, you know how we have a job. We have an everyday job, living the life trying to survive, alright, here in this wicked kingdom. Alright. Yeah, we laboring to survive, we laboring to eat, because it says if you don't work, you don't eat. Yes, you have to do all these things to survive, man, but the real survivor will have to labor in spirit also, all right? Because you can't just live off of bread and meat alone, man. You have to, Shalakin. You can't live off of bread and meat alone. You have to have the bread of the spirit as well. The meat, all right? The water, all right? The actual wine that's gonna nourish that body, nourish your spirit for you to survive. All right. So yes, we have to labor in this wicked kingdom so we can be able to survive. Shalakia. All right. But laboring in this truth is gonna give you everlasting life, man. Especially when you're not doing it in vain, man. Because it's not in vain when you're doing righteous works, when you stacking those riches up in heaven, man. Don't be afraid to stack your riches up on the righteous side, man. That's where the real wealth is gonna come from. All right. So enough of me talking. I'm just gonna get into scripture. This is Mark 8 and 36. Right. It says, "For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?" All right. So again, for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? So what profit are you gonna get for gaining the whole world, man? Because anything that you're gaining on this side, all right, it's nothing that can be compared to the thing. It's nothing that can be compared unto what's coming next, man. Coming from the new kingdom, man. Because the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua has a lot of things lined up for his righteous seed, man. For his 144,000 of the hopeful elect, and also for the 1/3 of his children that truthfully believes in his grace and his mercy, man. All right. And also believe in his instructions, all right? Just laws, statutes, and commandments, all right? Now, a man that gains the whole world, all right, he'll lose his soul, man, because he'll have everything that his heart desired, man, But it's not gonna profit him in the time of judgment, man, because you can't take what you have on this side with you, to the next kingdom, man. Besides what, having the real knowledge and wisdom and understanding, because everything that you're gaining on this side is vanity, man. Properties or cars and and not even just that, having land, different benefits on this side, which is nothing wrong with having benefits. It's nothing wrong, because what it says in the scriptures, it says money is a defense, man. So it's nothing wrong with having money, but it's something wrong with it when you letting it lead you down the wrong path. When you letting it entangle your mind into this world. All right. So it says, "What shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?" Man. So you can't serve, you can't be worshiping. I ain't even say worship. You can't be serving God and mammon, like the scripture says, man. You can't hold on to one and cling on to the other, man. You have to let one go, man. Because it's either you're gonna hate one or you're gonna love the other. All right. So What profit are you gonna get from laboring in this times that we are in? The profit that you're gonna gain is from doing the work. All right, edifying the church, giving charity to the people, man. Prophesying to the people. That's a real work, man. That's a real profit that you can gain. All right. This is Matthew 6:19. It says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon the earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal." All right. So with that being said, again, it's clear, man. It says, lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, man. So again, stack your riches up in heaven, not here upon earth, man. Because you stacking your riches upon earth, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he could easily, take away, your riches, man. He can make a poor man rich and a rich man poor in an instant, man. So it's better to focus on stacking your riches up in heaven, man. It's to where no one can steal your riches, man. Because man or Esau can easily come into your home and take those riches from you, man. All right. But when you have those riches up in your mind, in your loins, man, the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, dwelling in your spirit, no man can take that away from you, man. And that's a power. That's a spiritual power, in a sense, man, because no one can take that away from you, man. It's up to you if you keep it or not. Because the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua can take it away from you too, especially if you're not laboring in the truth and not edifying the church. All right. If you just focused on running that bag up, trying to profit yourselves on this side, man, and not have no meaning behind it, man. It's all vanity, man. It's all vexation of spirit, man, and it can lead you down the wrong path. So what it says, lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, man. So if your treasures are upon this earth, all right, thinking that gain is godliness, all right, that's a vain opinion, man. It's a vain thought to have, man, and it's a bad way of moving, man, because you're focusing on, you're moving off of flesh, you're moving off an emotion, man, instead of moving off of the spirit, man. So where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, man. So look for the good things, man. Look for the good gospel, the good news, man. Search the scriptures, man. That's the real riches, man. That's what's gonna give you salvation, man. That's what's gonna give you peace. Speaking for myself, and speaking for others also, man. These words, the scriptures, the knowledge of truth, man. This is comfort, man. This is how we get peace. This is how we get rest, man. You can't get rest on the other side, man, when you're laboring in the world, man. So this is 1 Corinthians 14:1. It says, "Follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that ye may prophesy," man. So, follow after charity. What is charity? Charity is freely giving, like freely receiving, freely giving. So if you freely receive this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, you should have that same spirit, and you should have that same level of action to give to the people, to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right, to give them that same charity and edification as well of what the spiritual gifts, all right. So it says, "Follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that ye may prophesy," all right. I'm gonna go down to verse 12. It says, "Even so ye, for as much as ye are zealous of spiritual gifts, Seek that ye may excel to the edifying of the church. All right. So, you know, desiring to have these spiritual gifts, seek to excel, seek to grow, seek to level up, in this truth, and on the spiritual side, man, seek to to level up, gaining more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man, being able to freely or properly interpret the words to the people, man, so they can understand what's being said, So pray that you get that increase, the increase in righteousness, man, not in godliness or in this world, man. Because if you're asking for gain of godliness in this world, all right, you're asking for pangs and sorrows. You're asking for destruction, man. So seek Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Fuck the world. Fuck. Trying to come up on this side, man. Fuck trying to have a spot in this society, man. Because this society is not made for us. It's made to tear us down. But the scriptures is made for us to be built up, man. So seek those instead of that, man. And I'm gonna say shalom.